Hello everyone, and welcome to my first ever YouTube video on this channel. So today we are testing out the FTX Gladius, which I've got over here with me. So this is my first proper RC crawler. I did have a Tayo Iron Claw before, and I did make some videos of that on a different channel, but it got water damaged and stopped working. However, we are here with this one today. So this is the FTX Gladius. So what I have done is all I've done to it since I've bought it is taken the stickers off on the doors and also crashed it and lost the clip. So that is why I have one clip missing, but there is a replacement on the way. So first thoughts, it is quite nice, really. I have nothing to complain about with. Really, it has amazing crawling opportunities and also it looks beautiful. So, to start with, got here working front lights. These do clip in underneath the bonnet, and you know, it works, it's perfect, it does light up quite a lot of space. So, you've got these tyres. I can't tell you the size because I didn't research that much before I started this, but you know how I don't. So, basically, this is something I am quite annoyed about. I think that looks really unrealistic, really, this bit here. But you know, what can you do? It's got good clearance at the back here. However, as you can tell by the scrapes along here, I have clipped it already. So, what it does come with as stock, I will put a photo on. But it does have basically some stickers here saying Gladius. One's there and also on this side here as well. So, you know, I'm quite happy with it. Moving on to the controller. So you have your button here to go forwards and backwards. I will not press it. They are very sensitive. That is one thing I have noticed. Got your steering here. So it's got a good steering length. On here, you've got loads of different things which make absolutely no sense to most people. However, they are quite interesting. I have had a play around and I've had a look. So close that back up. And it is a beautiful wagon. So without further ado, we'll take it up here. I'm going to have a look on the hills and see how it does. So, to start with, there's a nice little hill here. If I come down here, you can see it's just a nice little incline into a bit of grass. I'm going to see how it does. I'm going to try and prop you up against my shoe because I am not quite advanced enough to do it two-handed. So as you can see here, got a nice little hill. I'm going to prop you up against my shoe. Hopefully it doesn't end the recording this time. So if we prop you up like that, reverse it, you can see it goes up with no trouble at all. For you faster paced people, you know, it does really well. So, tell you what, I do not like the look of them clouds out here, but what a view. Right, here we've got another little hill. We're going to take it down. Keep it nice, slow, steady. Keep it here. Turn it around, come back up, and we go up this steep bit on the side. And back up, turn around, and then come back down on the steep end. A wonderful end. Put that up against there. So basically, what we're going to do now. So basically, what we're going to do now is, as you can see, you've got a decent sized hill up here. I'd like to say it's about 15-16 degree angle up it. It's a decent size, and you know, hopefully, I haven't tested it. This is my first run up this hill, but should, if I'm correct, handle it quite nicely. As you can see, all the way up to the top. As we get to the top, I'm going to send it back down. I'm going to go nice, slow, careful. The gradient on here is quite steep. And yeah, it's quite a nice little thing here. So we've just done this hill here. Bear in mind, this is taller than me. It doesn't show it on the camera very well. Flatten down me here. But I am 6 foot tall. It's about twice the height of me. Camera doesn't show it very well. But that is the hill which we've just gone up there. It is incredibly steep. I do have a gradient app on my phone, but it's saying that it's flat. I don't believe that for 1 minute. So here, we're just going to come to the left. There's this little tricky bit here. If you have a look, you can see we have got some different little plants and stuff. It is a lot of rocks and stuff. If you have a look and we actually get in here, you can see all of this up here is all just lovely rocks where it really will test the crawler's abilities to be able to go through undergrowth and just the wild, really, because that is what you want it for now. So put that there, and I'm just going to go up this hill quick. So if I just go up here and get a nice vantage point, I hope you can hear me. So we're just going to take this up here. We're going to follow this first little route up. Get this front wheel up on here. And we're just going to crawl up. And it does it with ease. The reason I've come up here is because on this side is a massive cliff ledge. So we don't want it falling off there. So we're going to take this down here. Just nice and easy. Down to the bottom and done. I'm just going to remind you again, this absolute beast down here is completely stock, other than the sticker's been taken off. So for a stock truck, it's absolutely amazing. Doing things like that, it's quite good. So we've completed the hill there, and then we've just gone up here. This hill here is not quite as steep as that one, so we're not going to do it. It's basically just a wider version of that one, which isn't quite as steep. So we're going to move along onto over here. You can see on the other side of this hill, there's a slightly steeper version of that, basically. And yeah, give it a go, see how it does. Right, so here, we're going to go straight into it. Bring the RC over. We're going straight into it, because there's a bunch of ants around here. So we're going to take it up. And we're literally just going to run it straight up to the top, turn around and then come down. On the right hand side of the truck here as it's coming down, you can see, I don't know if you'll be able to see on camera, but there is a giant hole in the ground. So to finish off, we're going to come and we're going to try and take it across here. There's a bunch of rough ground, some ruts, so we're going to take it across, straight to the camera, and then... So, there's one thing I'm going to address quick, which I know it's going to come up in the comments, someone's going to comment about it if this video even goes out, that for some reason my suspension is stuck down at points when it's just driving. I don't know why this is. I don't know if it's to do with the crash, but when we first got it, the rear suspension did move out to the right hand side and the wheels got pushed out from underneath the body. That has been fixed, and for some reason since that, the suspension has been sticking down. And then obviously we've crashed it since, and it hasn't got better, it hasn't got worse. So I don't know what it is. Obviously I'm no RC whisperer. I don't know much. I know how to drive it, I know a couple of terms, I know what the parts are called. Other than that, I have no idea. So I don't know how to fix it. I'm going to try and get it fixed, but I'm just going to show you now what the issue is. So as we come along here, you can see, as it's sat right now, that rear wheel is really close to the arch. If we put our fingers underneath here and just pop it back up, it goes perfectly fine. The suspension is fine. And I don't know why that is. I must stress, this is nothing to do with the model. This is not me bad-mouthing the model. As I said, didn't do it when I first got it. It's only since the rear suspension moved out while I was driving it the first time I went with it that it has been sticking all of a sudden. I don't know why it is, and I'll sort it. But I just thought I'd mention it just to point it out in case it's something that has happened to others as well. Okay, so I am kind of doubling back on my scent here. I am going to go up this wide hill. It's not quite as steep as that one, but it's going to help me show off what I want to show off here. So, this thing is incredibly good in reverse as well as forwards. And it's able to go up hills like that with ease, even in reverse. I got it right to the top and I reversed back down. You can just see, even in reverse, it's an absolute beast. Let's go. Into this really rocky bit, I've got the really steep end. You can see. Oh shit. Wasn't supposed to happen. Right, I have just assessed it. We haven't got any damage to it, which is a miracle. It's not as bad as the other one which I had. To be honest, the other crash I had, another crash was in a different place completely, and it rolled about twice as much as that, at about twice the pace, and that is why the clip is missing. Luckily, as you can see,